Hello, welcome back to my channel. Ed Paget here. And today I want to answer a question that I've been asked a lot recently. Namely, what is the best sleeping position for a person with scoliosis? Before we start, subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the notification bell to get some of the best videos out there for managing pain, back pain, and scoliosis. So we want to know, how do you sleep when you have one of the four main curves? So we have a C curve, a reverse C curve, an S curve, and a reverse S curve. And these are all looking at someone from behind. And this is the way I like to look at people. I like to look at their backs. I like to be able to see their curve. And so I name them from looking at behind. All right, so with a C curve here, with the apex is off to the left, and we can call that a lavoscoliosis. Lavo meaning left. So we see this person here, they're lying down on a soft mattress. They have a lavoscoliosis. Now, I've drawn their face on here, so this is the view from the front. But you can see that the soft mattress will allow that curve to sink down further, because the pelvis and the shoulders are relatively bony structures and they do not compress, whereas the lower back, especially the lumbar spine, doesn't have much bone around it, doesn't have any bone around it. So when we relax at night, it will sink into the mattress. So a soft mattress might actually increase the curve. So what should someone do if they have a C curve, lavoscoliosis, and a soft mattress? Well, they can just turn over to the other side and put the apex up, because then gravity will be pushing down on the apex of that curve and correcting or at least stretching that curve when they sleep. Now, if the person has a hard mattress, they may not actually sink as much as they would with a soft mattress. So this person with a C-shaped curve could actually put a bolster underneath the apex of their curve and feel that bolster pushing on the apex as they sleep. So one is going to be using gravity, apex up. One is going to be using bolster, apex down. Now, the opposite of this would apply if someone has a reverse C-shaped curve. They would just flip what I just said completely backwards and do it the other way around. But what happens when someone has two curves? Hey, I just want to take a quick second here to let you know about my Facebook group for people with scoliosis. That's where a lot of the action and interaction happens within my community. It's also a great place where you can ask questions about your specific sleeping positions or specific questions that you might have about scoliosis. Now, to join, all you need to do is click the link in the description below or click the link in the first pinned post. So I'll see you in that community and you and I can get to know each other really well. Well, two curves is a little more tricky, because when someone lies on their side, let's say they've got a reverse S curve, and this is the most common type of curve. So if you have an AIS, which is adolescent idiopathic scoliosis, and you've got older, this is probably what you have. You have a rib hump on the top right-hand side of your back up through here, and you have a thickening in the lower part of your back. So a reverse S curve lying on your left-hand side, well, the apex of the curve on the lumbar spine is on the left. So you could support that with a cushion underneath the apex of your left side. Now, gravity is going to be pushing down on your upper curve. So your upper curve is going to be sort of corrected in inverted commas by gravity, and your lower curve is going to be corrected in inverted commas by the pillow. So this is a nice position for someone with a reverse S-shaped curve lying on their left. But if they can't lie on their left for whatever reason, they don't like it, they're not comfortable, sore shoulder, they can actually turn over to their front, and gravity can actually help their lower curve, and they can use a pillow or a bolster underneath their upper curve. Now, this is just looking at the scoliosis in the frontal plane, which is this left and right shifting of the spine. But scoliosis is a three-dimensional problem, so we have 3 dimensions in which we really need to treat this sleeping position, because not only do you have this shift left and right, you also have this concomitant rotation that happens due to the alignment of the joints. So that's why you have a rib hump, in this case, on the upper right side and a thickening on your lower left side. So what do we do there? Well, that's a harder one to actually work with, because if you have a curve, let's say the lumbar spine is the predominant curve, the lumbar spine is the primary curve. Well, we want to focus on the lumbar spine. But what if you like to cross one leg in front of the other and drop your knee across? Well, now we've got a rotation in the pelvis. Now, is that rotation helping the lumbar curve, or is it hindering the lumbar curve? What if you like to pull one knee up, push one knee down and have one straight? Is that going to help or hinder? So these are more personal questions that need to be answered personally for your situation. Same applies to the top curve. Do you like putting one arm out in front of you? Do you sleep with one arm back? Do you like sleeping on your back? Sleeping on your back can be great, but do you need to bolster one side of the curve where it rotates, and do you need to bolster the lumbar spine? Also, the third dimension is this sagittal plane, this forwards and backwards. Do you like to curl up into a ball, bring both knees up? Well, when you flex, it actually brings out the curve. That's why with the Adams test, you don't really see it so much when you're standing up, but when a person bends forward to touch their toes, you begin to see more of the curve, because flexion brings out the other two planes, namely the frontal and the transverse plane. So you see the rib hump and you see the lateral curve as well. So we might have someone who likes to sleep flex, likes to sleep with one arm above the head, likes to sleep with one knee, likes to sleep on a soft mattress sometimes, and maybe they travel a lot to hard mattresses. So they would need a more customized sleep plan. And that can be done, but it really is individual to you. So you need to know your curve, you need to know the primary curve, you need to know your mattress type, and you need to know how you sleep. And then you put that all together and you can come up with a plan that works for you. I'm going to wrap up this video now. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you click on that notification bell and send my channel to a friend who you think will enjoy this content as well. Thank you so much for doing those things. Your support means a huge difference to me. Stay tuned for my next video, which will be up soon. Till next time.